Good morning, Professor Law. I'm Huang Hanping from the Master of Applied Statistics program. Today, I present my research, a data-driven evaluation of social media content effectiveness in generating direct message inquiries. This study addresses critical gaps in international education marketing. I will structure my presentation as follows. First, a quick introduction to the background and context, then the research direction and objectives. After that is analytical framework. Next, we will look at a key findings from our analysis. Finally, I will make a summary and share some recommendations. We collected and analyzed 120 social media posts to see what kind of content drive more DM inquiries. In other words, messages from people who are interested in the service. Our key finding is posts with longer videos, more shares, and more likes bring in significantly more DMs. As a center of education, Malaysia attracts over 131,000 international students each year, which makes the competition in the consulting industry extremely fierce. Platforms like Xiaohongshu are gaining popularity for information search and trust building. Students and parents look for trustworthy advice, success stories, and useful tips. This means companies need to focus on not just on posting, but on posting what works. Many studies talk about likes and comments, but these are public signals. Everyone can see them. However, DMs are private and they show stronger intent. When someone sends a direct message, they are interested and ready to take action. Yet, there is very little research on how content actually leads to DMs. Our project fills this gap by using real post-level data and linking content features to DM results. This research was conducted to help Aisha improve their social media strategy, especially to increase the number of DM inquiries. We have three directions. First, improve DM conversion. Second, improve the identify content drivers. Finally, offer practical data-backed suggestions. So what exactly do we want to test? Here are five. First, we examine how different post features impact DM volume. Then assess the influence of timing. Next, analyze how user interaction matches related to EDMs. Fourth, test the predicted value for post length and platform type. Finally, we apply statistical models to find the more accurate predictors. Next, move to the analytical framework. This includes three parts: where the data came from, how we define the variables, and what statistical tools we use to answer our research questions. Our dataset came from Aisha's official accounts, covering a period of 5 months from January to May. Each post is treated as a separate observation. The main variable we care about is the number of direct messages each post receives. We also included content features like video versus image and the text, video length, and so on. We used Pearson correlation analysis to check if there was a linear relationship between engagement matches. Then we applied independent sample t-test to compare the DM inquiries across various groups. Next, we used one-way ANOVA to test if there were differences in their inquiries based on the content test. Following this, we apply multiple linear regression to identify the key predictors of their inquiries. Lastly, since DMs are count data, we run a generalized linear model to verify the robustness of our results. Our analysis was done in SPSS, and the significance is evaluated at the 0.05 level. Now let's move to the key findings. I will start with a look at the basic statistics and then discuss what the test revealed. On average, each post received about 16 DMs. This is our main outcome variable. This variation is enough to run meaningful tests. As you can see the mean values of engagement matches. The regression gives us the insight. Video length was the strongest factor, as the beta equals to 0.454 and the p-value is 0.003 and shares can next than the likes. Interestingly, content type, platform, and posting time were not significant once video length and engagement were included. We thought drawing might perform better because of its large audience, but tests show no difference at all. Look at the t-value and p-value. And the effect size was nearly zero. So ISA doesn't need to choose one platform over the other. It just needs to post better content. Video posts clearly did better than image tests. They brought in 2.8 more DMs per post on average. Also, we found that longer videos perform better than shorter ones. This supports the idea that more detailed content builds trust and interest. Then we look at four types of content tests. ANOVA shows no significant difference as the p-value equals to 0.22. This suggests that the way you tell the story matters more than the label you give it. Many business plan posts around holiday or application seasons. We tested both and found no significant effects. People seem to respond to content when it's useful. not just when it's posted. We also run Pearson correlations, and we found that shares correlated with DMs at R equal to 0.238 and the likes at R equals to 0.194. Saves and reach has no clear impact. This confirms that active engagement is a better signal than the passive matches. To double-check our results, we run a Poisson regression. The model confirms what we saw in linear regression. No over-dispersions were found, and the same three variables, video length, shares, likes, remain significant. This shows our model is robust. So what did we learn? Next, I will show the conclusion and recommendations. First, longer videos are better. They explain more and show credibility and make users want to reach out. Second, shares and likes better more than impressions or saves. If people don't engage, they won't convert. Third, don't over focus on timing. Also, don't over focus on the platforms. Post content that solves real problems, no matter the day or the app. So, long video plus user sharing equals to most powerful combination. Based on the findings, here are 5 actionable suggestions. First, prioritize longer, high-quality videos, at least 16 seconds. This allows for better storytelling and deliver more value. Second, create content that people want to share. And third, keep using both platforms, Douyin and Xiaohongshu, and the core message should stay consistent. Fourth, don't rely too much on the calendar. And finally, shift KPI checking to engage quality. So how can Aisha actually put this into practice? Here is the roadmap. Phase 1, shift at least 50% of content to 60 to 90-second videos. For example, common mistakes in applications you can make. Phase 2, introduce share to unlock incentives, such as free mini consultations. Phase 3, check key metrics like video competition rates and share rates. Use this to guide the future topics. Like any other research, this study has limitations. We didn't control who posted the content. A famous person may get more DMs, and it's cross-sectional, not just a snapshot, not a long-term trend. And our lag level was simple. Future studies could use sentiment analysis or even machine learning to classify contents. In conclusion, this study showed that Smart content strategy matters more than platform choice. With the right content, education companies can turn social media into a real lead generation tool. Finally, I want to thank Professor Law for his guidance, Aisha Study Services for data access, and my faculty and classmates for their support, and my family for always standing by me. Thank you for your listening.